Hello everyone, welcome to some Splanin number 5. It is currently, actually, it just now turned into September 29th of 2015. I have a lot of stuff to report on today. But I'll tell you kind of what's going on right now. I'm sitting here in my room. It's fairly dark outside, obviously. There's no one home, which is not too unusual, even though I live where I live. With other people. They're never home. So, yeah, I live with my parents because of tax reasons. I explained it in another video. Good news and bad news and more good news, and I have all kinds of news to report on, guys. I think you'll be pretty excited about this. I know I am. So, little life updates. So, as you guys might have noticed, extra words, I've been trying to get, I've told you guys this 100 times, I've been trying to get a promotion at my work, and finally, at long last, it took nearly 5 months, but I got an answer back. It's part of the good news, part of the bad news, well, I guess it's up to opinion. So, okay, before I tell you the end result of that, I'll go ahead and tell you what my mentality was over the past month. Now, had I had the decision on the promotion relatively early within my notice of interest, then I would have probably done something differently because it was all the thing was on my mind. But having it had taken this long, I've had a lot of extra time to think, and I think that's probably give it to a higher power, whatever, kind of what I was meant to do. I saw it as a sign. It took a decade for me to hear back from this, and I think it was so I had time to think about it. I looked at it as a good thing. So I thought about it, and I was like, well, okay, I'm going to try for this promotion, and if I don't get it, something has to change. Because I can't really remain at Walmart anymore. I work at Walmart. I think I mentioned that. Because I've already worked there 6.5 years, and I got pretty irate about the position back when I got my eval in May. It was just about the same time I started getting interested in getting promoted. Because the eval it was double deuces in my face, basically. The amount of money I got was pretty... I mean, it was average, actually. It wasn't too far off. That's not really what irked me. What irked me was... I need to quit playing with things in my hands while I talk. I can't help it. What irked me was the fact that new people that had come to work at Walmart were making more money than I was. So take, for example, mind you, I held no ill will against them. I think, that's great they're getting paid more. But you can't shake the fact that, you've put more into this company, more time, more effort, you've learned more, and you're not, everyone else is getting better treated than you. This is the way I felt. But, I got people that come in making... Because I make $9.99. Don't tell anybody. Okay? I mean, whoever's listening to this. Almost $10 an hour. We'll round it up. And a guy that came in, last year. He had his eval recently. And he started at $9. They bumped him up to $9.90 and gave him a raise, and he's now making $10.25. And... he's only been here a year, and I've been here 6, and I make $99. Now, I understand minimum wage, blah, 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 but I don't know. Call me petty, but I just feel like they should have treated us better, and that is where most of my ill will, or just negative attitude towards Walmart sort of started. Don't get me wrong, I love working there. Most of the people who work there are pretty awesome, and for those of you who are like, ew, Walmart, don't work there, it's really not that bad. It's really not. It varies from store to store based on what your management is like and who your staff is, but it's really not that bad. So I'm back to what I was thinking as before I got my decision, or what I was told, whether or not I got it. I was thinking, well, okay, I can't stay here anymore, because, I just keep spinning tires, right? You gotta move on. My mentality was like, okay, I got my degree, and I need to prepare to use that. And I'm looking for jobs, that will support it. And the only reason why I wanted this job as the promotion was because I was wanting to put it on my resume. So I was like, once I get this job, I'll be able to put it on my resume and it'll be great. So, and that was my mentality, that's what I was thinking. But then I thought to myself, well, if I don't, I think it would probably be better for me to sort of adjust to change if I didn't get it. So if I didn't get it, I was going to get another job somewhere else and work there until I can figure out what to do with my degree. I don't know how long it'll take me. I'm looking around. They have some options, but it's boring options. I've been talking to a lot of people I know that have expertise in several areas, and I'm working on trying to get what I want to do. I'm in that big fathom right now where I don't really know what I want to do. I got my degree, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm in the shoes of where a lot of people are right now. I just happen to be a lot older. It bothers me. That's another whole other vlog. I don't like the way my life is paced, but at the same time, I'm not mad at myself for it because I've had a decent life. And although I'm not going as fast as everyone else, I feel that I'm going as fast as I need to. Is that a good enough excuse? I don't know. Nevertheless, I digress once again, which I do a lot. So I've been thinking about it a long time. So basically, I got the decision Saturday, which was the 20... Fuck? That's a word number. Is it now? It's Wednesday. Today's technically Wednesday, so it was Saturday. You do the math. I'm just too tired to do it right now. I don't know why I'm doing a vlog thing right now. I wouldn't call it a vlog. I'm not on the video. You don't want to look at me right now. Trust me, you just jizz. That's how fine I look right now. It's a lie. But anyway, so enough lollygagging around it. The verdict is I didn't get it. I didn't get the job. I discovered that on Saturday by one of the fellow support managers. The position I was going for was support manager, by the way. And I didn't get it. Someone else did. And before the management could tell me, I already had my 3 weeks in. So I was like, okay, I have to do this. And of course, their immediate reaction is, oh shit, you gotta pull them in and explain why. It's because I imagine their mentality, having seen me do that, was that I was upset. And I was, but not for the reasons they thought I was. They thought my actions, or my reaction, was a cause of the, news. But it wasn't. That wasn't it. It did have to do with the news, but it was something that I had decided on way before. See, the fact that it took this long gave me plenty of time to think about it. So I decided on this a long time ago, and I realized that I must stick to it. I must stick to these plans. I can't not, because if I just sit here and stagnate, I will become more and more unhappy. Because this job, it's not hard, but I have done everything in the store basically frontwards and backwards. Everything from cashiering, which I really fucking hate, and to, working overnights, to unloading trucks, to stocking everything, and ugh, goddamn. So I was like, I knew it was time for me to leave because the job that I had, if I had to keep it, it wasn't gonna fly. Because I was like, this is feeling less like a job and more like a sentence. That's generally when it's time to leave. That's the way I looked at it. It felt more like I was going to solitary than I was going to work, because I was bored. I was looking for a challenge. Then they brought me in there and talked to me about it. They were trying to figure out why I had made that hasty move. And of course they told me why, which is because of my attendance, which they go by a point system. For every day you miss, you get a point. And after 6 months, after that point you've gotten, they'll fall off. But I knew my attendance wasn't perfect, but I had only missed 2 days since I had applied for the job, so I had a feeling, since it had taken 5 months to get there, the rest of my points probably had melted off. So I was like, I probably have 2 or 3 points, and I didn't get it, which is, you're in the green as long as you don't go above 3. And I was like, great. So I was a little pissed, because the attendance before that prior to that, mind you, both of those points that I'd gotten was because of school. You know, I had to do midterms and fucking these crazy ass papers, and I've talked about it in prior videos again. And that's what caused me to have to call in, because I had to sacrifice time at work to make sure that I passed school. So that's the main reason they didn't give it to me. They fed me some other bullshit, but nevertheless, so I was angry. I was angry about the decision because they looked at me like I didn't think that I would actually get it, but I actually did, which really irked me, because one of them sat there and told me that, asked me if I really thought I was going to get it, and I was not happy to hear them say that. But nevertheless, I explained it to them basically the way I'm explaining it to you guys now. I can't stay there anymore because I need to change. I can't stay there anymore because it's just painful, physically and emotionally painful to go there. So as of that Saturday, I put my 3 weeks notice in. I had accrued over a week of personal time, which I'm burning on the last week. So that makes my last day this next Wednesday, so the 5th or the 7th, depending on my personal. It's weird. So I'm not going to explain it. I had some extra hours. I had 52 hours of personal time, so I had to burn some earlier. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, though. And that's that. So yeah, no, I will no longer be working at Walmart here in a week or so, which is the bad news, I guess, and slightly good news. Honestly, I feel a bit excited and a bit scared and a bit sad all at the same time. There's always that, looming fear of whether or not you made the right decision, but, I think it's important for me, as any advice I give to anybody who's doing the same thing, that when you make a decision, you stay next to that decision and you do not waver from that decision. Because it's very important that once you make this decision, that you follow through with it. Even if it's a bad decision, you got to do it. Otherwise, I think it's healthy development. That way you learn instead of being like, oh crap, and then trying to double back. At least that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. And so yeah, no, I'm never going back to Walmart. That's for sure. I'm more excited now and sad more than anything, because there's a lot of people I worked with that I just love the shit out of. And I'm going to miss them dearly. At least working with them. I'll still see them, because I moved down. And, yeah. The people that work there will suffer a great loss when I leave. Sure. But anyways, on top of that, I got another job now. I'm going to be working at a construction company. Making the same amount I ended off with, and I'll get raises more often, and I'll get paid weekly. Unfortunately, it's it's hard labor, so I'm gonna be fucking destroyed when I get off work. But at least I'll feel like I did something. I'll feel like I worked, as opposed to just wandering around the place like I usually do at Walmart. There's something else that they told me that really hurt. They even asked me, it was funny, because they asked me, hey, there's other positions open you could try to apply for, but I was like, if you're going to hammer me for attendance on this position, what's going to stop you from doing it, a month later on another position and then another position? Because if they were to accept me in another position, that would basically tell me that they just didn't feel, or they lied to me during the reasoning, which I hate. Okay, if they've said, look, I feel like you don't have the correct skill set, which they might have alluded to in their weird euphemistic explanation, I really couldn't make any sense out of it. I don't know, it was professional business jargon and a lot of dodging emotions and making sure to stay emotionally distant while elucidating enough on the facts that the employee who is receiving this information is getting it, but in a non-biased manner, and to put it in technically, I understand what he was doing, and but by the time I left the office, I was pretty pissed. And a lot of other people were pissed too that they didn't get it, or because we all lost position to someone who's in a transfer. but which is fine because I think he'll do great. Like, I trust their judgment. I do trust it, but I think I'm trusting it, and I also think it's bullshit. But there's nothing that can be done about it, so I'm not going to get angry about that. I was more angry at the fact that their reasoning behind it. That's not really angry, because once I didn't get the job, I was like, fine, whatever. I'll just put my 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, whatever. But the reactions I got from the fellow staff were interesting, too. That's for sure. But anyways, so. Lost my job, gained a job. Things are going to be changing around here. My channel. Just, you know, I still have a shitty internet connection, so, like, the uploads are being sporadic. We'll talk about that, though, in a minute. As far as the scheduling, though, I'm going to be working weekdays, regular hours, 8 to 5, off weekends. So, I'm looking forward to that. I get paid weekly, which is awesome. And then, that, I think, is pretty much all the work situation information I felt like I needed to get off my chest. Of course, there's more school stuff. I went to pick up my diploma, and they sent it to the wrong... Okay, they sent it to the wrong freaking address after I wrote it down twice. Seems like I remember them reading it back to me. Shit. Oh, that made me mad. I was so mad. And, like, of course, what do? They say, hey, fill out this form and bring it back. Oh, and it was great, too, because they said, look, you can go check on UPS and see if, or USPS to see if it's still there at the post office. And I said, well, how am I supposed to do that? And she goes, well, you're supposed to use your tracking number. And I said, I never received a tracking number. Oh. So I check it. It had gotten back to them 4 days earlier. But they couldn't find it. So they told me to apply for a delivery address change on my diploma, and they're going to try to send it, which I have a feeling I'm going to get it in there, and they're like, it's not in there, so you're going to have to file another form called the diploma reorder form, and it's going to cost me $35, and I'm like, no. I will say no, and I'll say, you guys are going to fucking reprint it, and fucking send it to the right address, or give it to me right now. Because I left. I was with Acid Always, and she was getting angry, and she didn't have to deal with it. Oh my gosh, that was a painful day, and I really hope that doesn't happen again, but we balanced that out with an excellent evening together, which we even watched the eclipse together. I love that girl to death. I want you guys to know this. Random fact. And then another thing that happened is I finally filed my taxes. We got the forms we needed last week, and I finally filed them. Ah, God, I owe the state $636. But hey, I don't have any school debt, so I'll take it. And I had money saved up for it, so that's happening. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the way my life's been going as of yet. I'll make sure to update you guys as soon as I start my new job. It's gonna be interesting. Maybe I'll get in shape at least. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm pretty fat. I'm not fat. I just feel like I'm out of shape. I am out of shape. I mean, my job is, like I said before, has been pretty boring. Not a lot of movement, but not enough movement, if you know what I mean. What else? And I think that's pretty much it. We went to OBGE a while ago, and I got a copy of Earthbound. OBGE's Oklahoma Vintage Game Expo. It takes place in Osage Casino near Tulsa. Got a copy of Kirby's Dream Course, ActRaiser, and Earthbound. I was with ASOS. We went and checked out some shit. Oh, by the way, if you're over near the Oklahoma area and they're doing this, and you're interested in video game collecting, they had some pretty good titles. Probably the best I've seen in a while. Those conventions really pay off. But we saw this copy of Earthbound. Of course, we asked how much it is, and it was $200. And I'm like, well, you know, I got some money saved up. So, like, I go and I withdraw the money, and I take it up to the booth, and there's another guy asking about how much it is, and I say, he's like, oh, and he sort of puts it down. I'm like, $200, I'll take it, and I hand him the money, and he's like, I like this guy, and just he's like, take my money. I'm like, yeah, exactly, take my money, give me Earthbound. And I finally got it. Oh my gosh, I will play it on the channel soon. I know I have such a list of shit I want to do, and I'm doing it. There's a couple of Mario's missing. It's a couple on Acid Always channel, and I have three videos of Super Mario World Plus on the side. 3 are ready to go. Well, 2 is. My third one's supposed to go. My cooling pad is messing up on my Mac. If I don't let it have a cooling pad under it, it'll like stop working. crash, get too hot. So now I had a cooling pad in it, and now the fucker's not working. It's like you gotta jiggle the cord just in the right angle, and it'll work. Otherwise, it won't. So, channel update. Talking about the channel a little bit. Videos, of course, we're gonna have weird gaps like this. I'm sorry, but the internet here is fucking awful. I could hook a 56K modem to a bicycle and get it to go out faster than this. It is that good. Like I said, I don't know how long this is gonna be. This is gonna be a longer video. I don't know when this is gonna go out either, but like that Simant video took like a half a day. It was like 3 minutes, so it was great. It was awesome. But continue to give your input on the trailer. The trailer's still up. It's gonna be up for a while. And if you guys want to see any of those games, let me know. If not, Dinosaur Land will continue to come out. Mario's Missing will sporadically come out over at AskAlways channel. Kirby's done, which is good. I might start another Super Nintendo game here pretty soon. I haven't had a lot of time to record because it's just been kind of work, sleep, do other things. But I haven't been really in a recording mood lately, I guess, either. A lot of shit going through the old noggin. I was really stressing out over that promotion, and it really irked me when they said that they didn't think I was taking it seriously. I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes. Oh, God. I'm still a little bit irked about it. Oh, well. You can't, you know, water under the bridge. There's not really much I can do about it. And honestly, I'm not mad at any of them for it. I'm just not really happy about the way they worded it. Whatever. Anyway, enough about that. I really want to bring Quest 64 back. I have a couple of episodes I recorded a while ago still in the file. I need to upload them. I've been buying a lot of cool stuff lately too. I got the anthology to Elder Scrolls Online. Or not Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Anthology. So I have all of the Elder Scrolls. Which I am fucking excited about. I really wish I could hook my computer up and play it. But there's literally no room. Literally. I mean, holy crap. There's no room. Jeez. I also pre-ordered a Wii U. I didn't pre-order it. I'll put it on layaway. So I'll have a Wii U soon. It's kind of funny because I have a discount card through Walmart and I lose it in a couple weeks. So the plan is to put a bunch of shit on layaway and use my discount card because it'll take 10% off each of the items that I put on there, which is pretty awesome. So, what do you think? Is there anything else I need to talk about? So a lot of shit's been happening, obviously. And I would like to say that I appreciate your guys' patience. Because it has been a rough ride, you know, bit of, for those of you who stuck with it and be like, oh, right, look, you finally uploaded something, you know, I appreciate it. I really do. I know I don't say it enough, but I do. I love you guys. Yep. And, if you have any suggestions for the channel, make sure to let me know. If it's anything, suggestions like upload more, I wish I could help you there. I might be able to, because the job I will be working will be not getting off at 9 or 10 at night. I will be, like, I'll be done, like, at 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or sometimes anywhere from 2 to 6. It's a pretty intense job. It depends on how much you get done and how fast you get done. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it, though. This is a change I'm looking forward to. I'll give you guys sort of career updates, too, and how I'm going with my jobs, and I'm going to start hunting for a place to live soon. Because my taxes are done. Finally, I get to start the whole damn thing over again next year. Terrific. And I'll try to think of what game, because as of right now, I have no game for the background of this, and maybe it'll be some, ooh, I know, maybe I'll play some Chaos Seed. You guys would get, this is interesting, it's an interesting game. You're probably wondering what the fuck is going on. There's a lot of shit going on in this game that I have yet to grasp. So, yeah, it's gonna be Chaos Seed, I've decided. It's pretty fucking rad. But anyways, get your votes in on that trailer, by the way, if you haven't done so already, which no one has. Alan did. ASOS said, suggested a game that wasn't on the list, but it was in a picture, in a justification, but it's fine. I still haven't heard anything back from anybody. It's gonna be up for a while, obviously, because shit just is slow with this channel, and I apologize. I wanted them to fix that. I will fix that. I'm trying to redeem it. It will happen eventually. You just have to be patient. Patient. Maybe as a Christmas present, I would wish this. But oh man. Oh well. There's not much I can be done about it now. So if you have any suggestions, recommendations to play games, if you have any, if you have a Let's Play channel yourself and want to let me know, want me to watch it, good. Let me know, man. I'm looking for more. I'm always looking for more Let's Players to watch. I think that's about it. How long have we been talking for? How long have we been talking for? 25 minutes? That's okay, I guess. That should do it. Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and putting up with my 25-minute rant about school and about finances and all that other fun guff. I'll make sure to come back and bring you some more here in a few weeks when I have a better grasp of what's going on as far as my life. So, I'd like to thank everybody for watching again, and I will see you guys next time.